어? 안녕하세요. 오늘은 상쾌한 아침이신가요? 표정이 좋으시네요.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. I'm Ekamac, this is Limbus Company. I've got one more thing to show off, but first of all I want to address how limited this event is. You aren't going to get a chance at getting any of the cosmetics from the event if you don't do it, so that's unfortunate. If you miss out on the ego, then it'll be a while, but you will eventually be able to reclaim them. But I also want to point out a little bit of comparison here. So if we go back all the way to the Hell's Chicken event, you can still check out the old fights and all the old story events. But you also had two versions of the dungeon. This one was just, beat up the boss and it's all plot related. It would automatically level up whatever identities you brought. But you needed to bring four pieces of equipment to maximize your gains from the event. You can't get those anymore, but you needed to bring 2 different ego and 2 different IDs, and I just kicked myself out of it. I didn't mean to. But you also had the ultra spicy version. So you had mild, but spicy wouldn't automatically level your characters up. The thing is that these were also dungeons, and so it was actually kind of finicky to get through it, shall we say? It was very time consuming and people were very fed up with it. The next seasonal event that they had was C. You had all these focused encounters or random gang wars, but something that you can't do anymore is that there was 2 versions of this final boss round. The difference, as far as I'm aware, is simply the cost. Here, it costs 20 Enkerfelin, which refills slowly over time. Standard event for gacha games. But you also had a repeatable version which simply uses a module, and modules are made from 20 Enkerfelin. But because everyone habitually will throw away all of their Enkerfelin into modules when they log in, I can understand why they have that secondary version. Now, jump ahead to our current Christmas event. We have the same thing here. We have the gift-giving giant, which was the story version, and now we have a repeatable module version. This I have actually been doing a lot of, and I've almost finished the event barely after it came out. I checked on forums, and there's actually a very good strategy for soloing this. So let's have a look at it. This isn't a perfect strategy. There is a low chance of it going horribly wrong and dying on the first wave, but they refund you your entire module if you fail, so you've got nothing to lose. So, yeah. Sync Sinclair. If this unit's speed is faster than the target by 2, gain coin power. Gain poise count and haste. If this unit's speed is higher than the target, gain coin power for every 2 speed difference for a maximum of 2. On a win, gain poise count, and on hit, gain poise count. So yeah, he's getting haste and he's getting poise count. It all leads up to this third skill. If the unit's speed is higher than the target, coin power for every 2 speed difference, consume 10 poise count and gain poise equal to that poise count consumed. If we declare a duel, then gain poise count double the amount consumed instead. And if this is single combat, inflict 1 fragile on hit twice per turn. On hit, inflict to declare duel. On critical hit, he gets 30% extra damage. So, how's he gonna do this? Well, funnily enough, there's only one person that can really hurt Sinclair, and that's this little shadowy gnome right at the start, because he's the only person using slash attacks. So the thing is that this guy is capable of inflicting paralysis, but because everyone is so slow and it's on this turn, it's not actually going to do us any harm. Honestly, after making it past round 1 without giving this guy any SP, you can just keep hitting win rate if you want. There's 2 important parts to this strategy. One of them is, well, they got rid of the thing off to the side, but so yeah. It's important that we have Blade Lineage Yi Sang because he gives us 1 extra poise count from skills. This is very important. And I think the other is Utis, where if we achieve 3 Pride Resonance, which isn't that hard to do, then she gives us +1 Clash Power. Everything else is basically just a bonus, but... Oof. I didn't want you to use that already. Anyway, round 2. If you want, you can just hit win rate. And considering that... Actually, wait. We have a counter skill here, and the thing is, Sinclair's good against most things, but Wrath is not one of them, so... yeah. You can just win rate this if you want. I prefer to fine tune things so that if things go horribly wrong, I can't just yell at the computer. The fun thing about this strategy is that Blade Lineage Yi Sang is given to you for free for starting the game, so you really have no excuse for having him for this, for not having him for this fight. I guess the other person that's rather handy is her friend Ryoshu. Just her base sinner effect is quite good, considering that Sinclair has a good chance of getting his Gluttony Resonance. Actually, no. Let's be intelligent about all this. The thing is, he gets bonuses from haste, but with... He's also really good at racking up haste, so things get hilariously messy. Again, you can win rate this. I don't think I would want to, but you can win rate this. Honestly, with everything saying dominating, I almost want to just go in with it anyway. And now he has guaranteed crits until he overflows. And victory! And because we didn't ring. And because we had, well, train of thought. Because we had the holiday ego equipped in the background, it gives us even more presence.
여러분들, 왜 그렇게 뒷걸음질을 하시는 건가요?
Alright, so one potential alternative is that you could bring Harpoon Heathcliff. This is a very different and much slower experience. He's a tank. He has a lot of HP, he has a lot of defense. He's not going to worry that much about getting hit by all of these guys because, like Sinclair, he's slash weak, so the only person who can really dent him is that one gnome at the start. The thing is, he's a tank. He doesn't have that good in DPS, so you're going to spend a lot more turns saving up for the final rush with the boss. That said, if you do get to the boss and you have a whole bunch of his tier 3 skill here, you could do some damage. Important points to this strategy though. Blade Lineage Sinclair, we gain 1 poise count as soon as we achieve 3 pride, so you could get this as early as turn 3. More likely you'll see it kick in when you get to the wave 2. Another potential is forced. When you have 3, there's a 25% chance of offense level down. Handy if you've been getting a little bit unlucky. Well, really, it's just helping you clash those guys a lot better. Sync Association Don Quixote. You have to get 3 Pride Resonance, but if you do, you're guaranteed to be the fastest on the field, which means that you are going to get this 3% per 1 point of difference damage boost. And the thing is, gnomes are slow, so you are going to pick up a lot. We have base Ryoshu. We're more likely going to see Gluttony Resonance because Gluttony is his tier 1 and also his evade skill. And that gives us 20% more damage taken, but also 20% more damage dealt. Remind me, are you... Yeah, I think you're Gluttony passive, right? Right, so at 5 Gluttony, easy to get, the ally with the most SP deals 20% more damage with Heads coins. So our Heads coin attacks are going to start really stinging. I remember you, you are not it. I don't know why your Rhodian is here. Because gloom, not pride. And yeah, you're kind of useless to the whole pack, never mind. Pride Resonance, if we're faster than all allies, then we gain +1 clash power. So it kicks in the same time we get Don Quixote's effect. And just to double check, were you Pride? If one ally with the most poise defeats an enemy, gain 1 pierce damage up, which does actually sync very well with the Sync Sinclair. And I actually kind of want to jump straight back in here anyway, because we got very lucky on our second wave. But if you get unlucky, then you probably will have to take manual control. Well, we got lucky on wave 1 because you want to have because you used your defensive skill, so we don't have to worry about that. I guess. Ow. Oh, that's not good. Give me a slight panic there, Sinclair, why don't you? You are actually picking up a lot of poise. I want to do something about that.
거기구나. 급수가 전부 꿰뚫렸네. 아직 모자라.
No. Pride.
거기구나. 급수가 전부 꿰뚫렸네. 급수가 전부 꿰뚫렸네.
So, they have 6 skill slots, we only have 5. Unfortunately, the thing didn't happen that I was expecting to so well, but... Here's the rule of thumb. If most of them are going offensively, you try to clash as normal. So, you throw strong skills against their strongest skills. But if you blaze through the early round too quickly, then you'll only have 4 skill slots, or maybe even worse than that. So you look for the person with the highest speed, convert to a defense coin, and then assign it to offset, and then set it against that. Hopefully by this point you're at max SP, so you've got very good chance of dodging all future attacks.
거기구나. 아직 모자라. 아직 모자라. 아직 모자라.
And now everyone's staggered, and you really can't trust the win rate or damage buttons because they'll always focus on one staggered enemy instead of spreading out.
거기구나. 급수가 전부 꿰뚫렸네. 급수가 전부 꿰뚫렸네. 급수가 전부 꿰뚫렸네.
This is something that you can pretty much win rate. I just prefer to actually get a little bit hands-on.
거기구나. 이미 도달했다.
But yeah, this is actually a much less obnoxious method to get your hands on the gift sacks than having to deploy a full team, do all the assignments, because Sync Sinclair is almost perfect for this fight. The only problem is that he's weak to Wrath and he's weak to Slash, so there are those little bits of spike damage that can screw him over. But no, it is a very reliable method, I highly... If you've got a Sync Sinclair and he's high enough level, it beats a full team.
왜 그렇게 뒷걸음질을 하시는 건가요?
Anyhow, until next time, guys. Take care, I'll see you all around. I have completed all of the grinding now. And the event's barely halfway. Maybe not even halfway, I can't remember. Which means I'm going to be getting a lot of useless treasure sacks from Mirror Dungeon grinding today. Until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you all around.